afternoon, internet. It's Sunday afternoon. It is 16 minutes past the hour of 4 o'clock. Okay, so today, a little review. I like reviews. I do like reviews. And if anybody, the people that watch my channel know that, or should know that, I sort of, if possible, I look for alternatives, not necessarily cheap alternatives, but alternatives. You know, we all rush out, well, not all of us, but a lot of us, and we buy the, you know, the name brands. And a lot of times, you know, you get something that is just as good, does the job just as good, but it's not named and it doesn't get heard of. You know what I'm coming from. Right, okay. So basically, what this is all about is, when I'm out on the bike, I'm sure that you've seen that I have a front camera, you know, one that's pointing towards me, so you can see my happy smiling face. Now, it's been playing, it's an old camera, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to change it. The thing is, I use two GoPros, right? I've got a GoPro Hero 7 Black and a GoPro Hero 6 Black. Both of those, one is permanently fitted on the helmet, the other one I use if I go walking around or if I do it in the garage or wherever. So to put one of them on the front of the bike, it was taking one of the cameras that I already got the usages, taking that out of sort of service. So what I was looking at, because bearing in mind this front camera is, I don't use it a lot, you know, in a whole video I do a couple of 3 shots maybe of me, you know, and that's about it. So what I looked at was the GoPro Session, like the 5 or the 6 Hero Black Session, I don't know, you know, the little cube thing. They're no longer manufactured. They took them, they stopped making them, I'm not too sure the year, I don't know, 2017, maybe 2018. But even so, you know, even second hand, you know, you're talking a fair bit of money for something that isn't going to be used a lot. But I like the idea of it being a small camera. And I love GoPros, you know, I mean, like I said, I use 2 GoPros all the time, you know, and they're a good camera. They film good, and I'm happy with them. They're not, you know, they're no the DJI, you know, they make a fantastic camera, same as the GoPros. I mean, the drones that I've got, obviously the cameras on the drones, with the, you know, the DJI drones, so, you know, they're proven. I use GoPros, I'm happy with them. So I thought, okay, I'll look at this one for the front. But as I said, even second hand, they're quite a bit of money. And I thought to myself, you know, for something that's not going to be used a lot, so what can I find? So I started to search. Now, I found this. So, look at this. Right, here we go. I mean, no particular name. Sports DV. According to this, it's HD 180p, waterproof. Waterproof. I like, providing it is, of course. You know, that's good. Built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, built-in microphone, and it will take, so it says, up to 256 gig on a micro SD card. So, okay. So, let's have a look, shall we? I mean, you get all the bits and pieces to fix it and God knows what else. I mean, the good thing is it does fit on all the traditional GoPro. But look at this. Hey, that's it. Hey, isn't this a cutie? Hey, look at that. Hey. Now, 180p it records in. 180p HD. Now, my GoPros, I can record in 4K, but I don't, and that's my choice. I record in 2.7K, and I normally use 30 frames per second. The reason being is, if I want to go up to 4K, and I want it, when I put them on the video editor, you know, it slows everything down, because for 4K footage, your computer, you know, the processor has got to be really high. My processor, the one that I run, is an i7 i7, and I think it's a 5th generation, I don't know. And it just about handles 4K. It really struggles. So when I put it on some of the video editor that I use is KND Live and Movie Maker Pro. I use the two of them. They don't like 4K. Well, you know, both of them have got the ability on them that it will transcode the video, but by the time you've done that, it just goes on forever. So I do 2.7K. So this does 180p, front facing me, 180p. That's fine, absolutely fine. It's got the built-in volume, audio. There again, audio I'm not interested in because I'll switch the audio off on this because I use the main audio off my GoPro for everything, you know, so I'm not bothered about that. As long as this little fella here can do a decent enough picture, front facing, like I said, maybe in a video that's going to be 40 minutes long, if I take 3 or 4 different clips off this, short clips of maybe 1 or 2 minutes, that's all I'm going to do. So, you know, I paid €19.70 for this thing. €19.70. So as long as it looks okay, that'll do for me. Now, it comes, you download the app, you do indeed, you download the app. It's not the most sophisticated app, but hold on a sec. The battery life, they reckon, is 3 hours on this from a charge. But the good thing is you can run it plugged in all the time and it's going to run, and you know, you're not going to go flat. So that's another thing that I like as well. Because the GoPros, the only trouble is with the GoPros, you can run them off power banks, or you know, you can run them off your USB ports, which I do on the bot. The problem is when you run them from an outside power supply, they play up, they switch themselves off, all sorts. So I run mine off batteries, which is great, only you know, you have to carry loads of batteries, but never mind. But this little fella here, I suppose, from there. So you flip the back down, and in there you've got your SD card, and there's your charging point. So put him back up, and then to turn him on, all you do is you press and hold the OK, like that. And I don't think you'll see there, but there's a blue light that comes on, yeah? And then you press and hold the M, and the Wi-Fi light comes on. There again, you might not be able to see it there. It's not the brightest, it's not the brightest bulb in the pack, but still, never mind. Okay, so let's go to the app. It's picked it up. That's it. For some unknown, well, it was anyway. There we go. For some unknown reason, you can't rename this. Anyway, not to worry. So let's go into this. There we go. And then we click on this bit here. Okay, so you know, there. Look, that's looking at you, looking at me. Yeah. Okay. So the Wi-Fi works quite well. It gives you 2 options. This side, you can do it save to your phone. This side, do it save to your SD card in there. Okay. So going back, if you go into the settings, you haven't got a lot to do. Video, sound, you can either put it on or on. We'll leave it on a minute. Image flip, you can do that. I've got that on. Time watermark, I've got that on. Loop recording, I've set it to 3 minutes. That suits me when I'm on the bike. Format the SD card. You can reset the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you can't change anything else. That is about it. But it works. It works. And like I say, it, you know, it, as you can see there, it picks up quite well. Yeah, you know, all the way around where we want to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to get this. Why am I holding the phone anymore? I'm going to get this, and I'm going to take it outside, and I'm going to walk around the garden with this little fella, and then I'm going to play it, stick it together on the editor so that you can see how this looks. Now, I'm going to use the audio outside on this to save taking the GoPro with the audio and everything else. So when I'm outside and walking around, the audio you're going to hear is this. Bearing in mind, when I use this on the bike, this audio will be switched off. So I'm not bothered how good the audio is. What I want to see is how well it captures outside. So stay with me. Let's see what this little fella can do. Okay, so let's have a little look and see how we record. So this is inside the garage, as you can see, because here's the bikes. The audio is from the little camera, right? So I'm not too bothered, like I said, about the audio because I won't be using it on this. But just to see what it's like as a test. So that's inside. So let's go outside now. Okay, see how it adjusts to the light. Right, there we go. Bit of a little walk round here. Okay, like that. Swing it round. I mean, bear in mind when it's on the bike, it's going to be facing one way, it's going to be going on the bike, so different, you know, it should cope with the light pretty good. One thing I like about this camera is it's so simple to use. There's two buttons on the front. It literally is one press, just literally one press for on, one press to start recording, another press to knock it over to photo. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording now and I'm going to take some photos. Let's see what sort of photos it can kick out. Not that I'll probably use it, but this is a little review of this camera, so let's see what it can do, eh? Okay, so do you know what? I've just watched back, as you've just seen, I've just watched back what I've just done with this camera. And you know what? I'm really impressed. Less than €20. The audio on this camera I thought was excellent. I mean, okay, there's no shield for the wind, so you know when this is on the bike, depending where the mic is, of course, which I'm presuming maybe that little piece there, there's a little hole there, that could be the mic. If it is, and the camera's facing me going that way, bearing in mind, yeah, maybe won't get the wind. But when there was no wind, when it was in the garage, you know, I mean, the audio was pretty good. I was impressed. I really was. As in the, you know, the video quality, you know, it's only 180p, but that's fine. I thought it was really good. So this little fella here, from me, gets a thumbs up. I think it's brilliant. I mean, quick look at its specs. So it's saying 180p HD picture quality, compact design, portable sports DV camera, Wi-Fi hotspots, real-time video transmission. It supports 256 gig micro SD card. It supports MP4 video format. Supports waterproof. And it's a USB 2 interface for high-speed transmission. Well, you know what? I think as a little camera at the front of the bike, this thing's going to do exactly what I want it to do. I really do. I mean, look at it. It's so tidy. It's the audio that gets me. I mean, I know I'm not bothered with the audio, but you know what? I think that audio is really good. And for the shots that you know, I don't do many shots with this at all, and I really do think that this is a pretty good bit of kit. I mean, you know, I don't know who actually makes it. I mean, obviously made in China. It does say its resolution is 1920 times 180p. Its picture resolution is 4032 by 3024. It's a 16.9, obviously. Its frame rate, it runs at 25 frames per second. Its battery is 900, and well, that's about what it says. But it's made in China. I mean, you know, what can you say? There's no actual. This device comprises of no. There's no actual make of it, but I mean, that's it. That's the box. 20 quid, €20. It'll do for me. I got it off I don't know, somewhere on the internet. I can't remember who it was now, but there must be loads of these about. I'm impressed with it. I think it's worth the money. €20. I really think it's worth the money. You know, this was the old camera that I had on the front, which it is an old camera and it's starting to play up. So yeah, I mean, you know, bit of a difference in size when you look at the two. So this will be nice and compact. Okay, not much of a video. Yeah, I love these little things. I suppose, you know, I'm a bit of a sort of a gadget guy. I mean, how small can they make these now? Good can they? I know this is never gonna match a GoPro, you know, or a DJI, and I sort of get that. But this isn't GoPro or DJI money, is it? Let's be honest, you know. Like I said, if I was going to buy a decent session, you know, camera from GoPro, it was going to cost me at least €100, you know. So bit of a difference. Okay. I hope this has been a little bit informative. I mean, let's face it. You think of all the things this thing runs off your phone. You think of all the things that you could use this for if you didn't want to, you know, if you don't want to stick it on a bike or a push bike or whatever you want to do. You could stick this outside your house. It's waterproof. It comes direct to your phone. You can record to your phone. There's all possibilities from this thing. There really is. Hey, nice one. I like it. Excellent. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. It gives us something to do. It gives me something to do. I can talk to you. Catch you in the next video. Take care. Stay safe. Bye for now.